Okay, we're back at it. We put the cameras in the rice pack for about a week. Took them out last Sunday, putting them back in this Sunday. Haven't used the truck since then, so there shouldn't have been any issues with the wiring. But now it's just, let's get it installed.
To start off, we pull off this cover by taking off the clips.
All right. All right, so did you get all that done?
Yep.
Don't forget the one over on the air box that's underneath.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Next, you'll need a 10mm on a ratchet to start getting these off.
All right, 10mm to get those off. All right. So you got 10 of these across here, if I recall, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I remember last time it was right at the top parts of these bigger bars where the clips were, so. All right, and then I need that screwdriver to push those bottom clips. Piece of rice up inside this thing. All right, this one is 22 DF1. So this one is the front one. Close this back up, and we'll put the front one on. Get the rice out of it. All right, bud. I don't think this is going to work well. Looking at this lens as I'm trying to get this piece of rice out of here, it still looks like there's some fogginess around the outside of this lens. So I don't think having that in there for a week is going to really help us at all. But we'll see once we get it in the truck and see. Ah, rice out, finally. All right, let's put it in the truck. All right, so not much holding these on, just these two T20s. And we'll put this up, make sure it actually is in the spot where it needs to be. Look at the front, come around the front. All right, see, yeah, it's sticking out. This guy's back in its spot. All right, and then we'll just put this back on. All right, so there's 8 bolts that go in there?
Yes.
All right, so I said 10 earlier, I was wrong?
Yes.
All right. All right, do you want to give me a couple and I'll start threading them in too?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Remember to tuck it underneath the other side and get that horn on the front. Yeah. So that has to be under, this has to be under. All right. You good?
Yeah, just pinch my finger underneath.
All right, and are the holes lined up? All right, and
Yes.
get the clips. You know,
Yeah.
we shut off the camera to put that in, but literally I think that took 10 seconds to get all those clips in.
Yes.
All right, put the back one back in. What do we got to do?
Take off these 10mm bolts.
There's 4 10mm bolts, right?
Yes.
All right, spin it with your finger till it gets loose, and then just throw the magnet on it. There you go. Good job. And you got one more like that on the other side. That one I think is pretty much loose.
Yeah.
All right, hey, let's clean up the tailgate because we gotta lift it up. All right, bud. Put that in, and we're gonna lift the tailgate slowly. Remember last time we didn't lift slowly and the whole thing fell out?
Yes.
We don't want to do that again. All right. Oh, well, that clip fell inside again, didn't it?
Yeah.
We should have known that was gonna happen. All right, let's see if we can find it and not take the whole tailgate apart. Any luck?
Found it.
Good.
But
Can you
right
reach it?
under the bar. It's right under the bar.
All right. Now let's clear this off again. No, clear it off before we start putting things up. Oh, you're taking the nut off that we put on there?
That we just put up here.
All right.
Hold on.
Gabe, seriously, that has to be pulled off before we do anything. Clear it off. As you lift that tailgate right now, all that stuff's lost.
Yes. Which we've done that one.
All right. Take like 822. We're gonna try it again.
Yes.
Where'd you put that clip, by the way?
Up over there.
Okay. Just hold this one side on, pry just that side. All right. Let it fall. Let it dangle. All right. Now we need the T20.
Yep.
All right. This one looks like it cleared up a little bit better. So maybe this one will work. Make sure there's no rice in there. Oh, yeah, did it backwards. Okay, so you have to have this in the mount before you put the wire on. So take that off. If you look over here, you got a little place that this mounts inside here, and that has to be in there before we put the electric on. You always get yourself in a position where you're filming the underside of my arm.
I'm just filming the camera.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is hook this up. Put the wire in first. You can probably put the wire in after you mount it back to the truck, but I just want it in there and out of the way. The other thing to worry about is this secondary wire here. It keeps wanting to get stuck underneath this mount. So we need to hook it here when we do the mount. So it goes there. And then put that T20 back here. And that's all we need to do. Tighten that up, put it back on. It looks like the camera's still very loose, so I didn't get that mount down there properly. So let's figure out how this is supposed to mount on here. Yeah, that thing's still loose. It's got a clip on somewhere. Oh, I see it. All right, so see the angle of that? You have to clip that onto the plastic before you put the screw in. And that'll get that into place. Yeah, that mount, so now it's solid mounted in there. All right. And it's poking through where it's supposed to. So that was the problem we were having. All right, and it puts the camera right where it needs to be, and it's solid this time. You want to describe for the camera what we were looking at earlier?
No, you can.
Well, we flipped it up and this thing was all wobbly around in here. We're like, okay, that can't be right. So that's why we took it back apart and figured out that mount.
Yep.
All right, we need to get that other clip put back on here so we can clip it in and get started.
Okay.
You didn't get filming right away, but all we got to do now, we put the clips in, drop this down, and unfortunately we had to take this off to find that clip that fell out. So we got these 4, and then 2, 4, 6, 8 of those put on, and then we can start the truck and check if this works.
Okay.
All right, so we got the 4 nuts that hold the back piece on with the camera. Now you're on the last few of these.
Yep.
All right. how this camera works.
Yep.
If it works.
Mm-hmm.
What are your bets? Do you want to bet?
I bet the front one will be cloudy and the back one won't be perfectly clear, but they will work.
It'll work better than it were. The front one will still be cloudy. The back one will be a lot better.
Yes.
All right. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. All right. Well, I think you won that bet.
Mm-hmm.
Front one's still foggy. You can see a little bit better. I can see the outline of the garage. I can barely see the car in the background. Flip the wide view. You can kind of see the trailer down there, down the bumper.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the garage door open and the lights in the garage.
Yeah.
You can make out Mommy's car out there. It's definitely not clear. It's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Not worth taking this out and sticking it in the rice for another week.
Mm-hmm. Now could you put in reverse?
In the reverse, sure. Let's see what that's like. Wow. Okay, that one is much clearer.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the outline down here. You can actually see color. You see, grass. You see down the side of the trailer. The bunch of wood and crap we have behind the truck. It's still a bit foggy down on the outside, so when you can barely see the bumper.
Mm-hmm.
But up here it's clearer, so it starts to get foggy right about here.
Yep.
Okay. That beep was annoying. Alright, so, but looking straight out behind us, backing up, it is not a problem.
Yep.
And actually, on the full back view, you can see the bumper better than you can when you zoom in.
Yeah.
Actually. So, I think it's a success on the
that
back.
one.
What, this one?
Yeah, to see if
Oh,
that was foggy.
it's not going to be foggy, but it also, you can't see through the
The
crack,
crack.
yeah. You just wanted to show off your racing sticker.
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. I think that at the end of the day, it comes out to be, that's a success.
Yeah.
Your sister's in the backyard doing something.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a success. So we can actually see out the back.
Mm-hmm.
The front, not so much. I mean, it's a little better than it was. So
Mm-hmm.
for a free, try and get something done, I think we did well.
Mm-hmm.
On the rear one, we still have to spend money on the front one to get it working.
Yep.
All right, bud.
But that'll just be another video.
Yeah, exactly. All right, buddy. Thank you for filming.
Yep.